was obviously a great win for us. Needed it desperately. I thought our defense actually was the best it's been all year. It proved upon the last game. We really dominated. To get 18 points in the first half off of their turnovers was really key to having a 40-20 advantage at the half. Defense was unbelievable. Thought it was really, really physical and tough. I thought we played incredibly unselfish too tonight. 17 assists on 30 baskets. That's what we want to see. I thought our pace of play tonight, offensively in particular, was what I've been talking about. We had 55 shots, we make 30 of them, shoot 54%. I really liked that aspect. We boarded really well, won by 12 again, and I thought that our guys really executed offensively better than we had in terms of being patient, and that helps our defense. We ended up playing I think 8 guys in the first half, and really proud of Tyson. I feel like Tyson's he's got the monkey up his back now. That basket's going to get really big again in a hurry here. And that's great for us. It was a great 22nd birthday for him tonight. 7 assists, only 1 turnover. And I moved him to being the backup point guard when Nick's not in there. And, something probably should have done sooner. He's playing like a senior tonight and really made plays for others. He had a pass in the first half left-handed to Reggie where they were double-teaming our ball screens, and he hit Reggie down low, if you guys remember, right in front of their bench. I thought he had some fantastic passes tonight. Obviously, Reggie played great, 23 points, 10 boards, was really dominant, knocking down a couple threes was great too, because he's been saying, God, I don't shoot it as good at home as I do on the road from three. And so that's negative thinking. That's not true. I mean, this is where you practice all the time, and I'm totally confident in him. When he has those open looks, he's going to knock them down. And I thought Nick played great. I thought Nick really ran the offense for us, especially early. His defense, if he's not the best defensive point guard in our league, he's definitely in the top 2. I just can't imagine. I would not want to play against him if I was trying to handle the ball. And we beat a team that's coming off, their best win of the year. They just crushed Florida, who won tonight. It's a very, very well coached and tough team. So this is a huge win for us. And I told the team that we feel like we should be 2-2. But we're 1-3 is where we are, and God has a plan for us, and I really believe that.
Any questions for Coach? We'll get started. Taylor's got the microphone. We'll go ahead and start with Paul over here on the far left.
With your decision to start DJ and bring Tyson off the bench, is that something you think will be a new thing, or is that just something to relax?
I thought it was good for us. I thought it was just something to change up for Tyson. And I told him, yesterday we talked about, our roles. We need him to come in and be instant offense. That's what he's been for us his whole career. And whether he's starting or coming off the bench, he played, I think, if not the most minutes, right up there with anybody else. And, played great. And, so I'm really excited because obviously we're so much better offensively when he's playing to his level like he played tonight. And like I said, I think, this was good. And I think, we're better defensively with DJ. Out there. DJ is an incredible defensive player with his length. Not to say Tyson's not playing good defense, because he is. But DJ, literally, is, he and Nick at the 1 and 2, and our defense right now with the length and the size we have, the athleticism with that starting lineup, gets us off to that great start that we had tonight, and it really gave us confidence moving forward. So everything starts with our defense first.
Speaking of that hot start, kind of a two-part question. Was there anything that was said before the game to get them to come out the way they did, and then ultimately, how big was it that they came out? A 10-point cushion right off the bat helped.
I thought there was just great leadership within our team. I thought our guys were really together tonight, and really, we had a great walkthrough today. Today this is the longest we've been. We started 2 o'clock, and with the Skyport and video, it was 1 hour and 40 minutes. We went long between the Skyport, locking in on the film, the personnel, and we're going live. You know, it's like, you know, we're playing a mini game here earlier in the day of how we're gonna defend their stuff, and obviously it paid dividends for us because we went at them, you know, just like each other, like we did them tonight.
We'll go Garrick front and center.
Back-to-back games, great perimeter defense. Looks like LSU, you allowed 2 3-pointers, and then today you held them to 5 of 25. How refreshing is that to see, especially after the Alabama game where they were taking shots from?
Yeah, and again, Alabama was totally on my shoulders. You know, I confused our guys by suggesting on a couple of shooters to stay at home and not help. We can't play that way. I mean, I'm not saying we would have won the game in Alabama. We definitely would have played better defense, and you're seeing how we have to play defensively, helping, swarming. Also, you know, we're icing the ball way more, meaning pushing it sideline and keeping it to one side and getting better at that. And, you know, it's really, you know, in both games, they're at 35% the last 2 games, so that's huge.
Ben Drew Smith, their point guard, is a pretty prolific guy. Coming in as their leading scorer, held him to 2 points on 1 of 5 shooting. What do you feel like was the difference there? Was it a matchup?
Nick. Yeah, I think that's what the difference is. I mean, when you got that little guy in your grill, and you know, our team defense overall too. I mean, when you're dealing with Nick and Abdul and ball screens, I mean, you got a 7'5" wingspan with lateral quickness and strength, and you got, you know, like a guy that's so tough defensively as Nick is, and you know, I love good basketball, and when I'm watching us play that kind of defense tonight, it just brings me an incredible amount of joy and pride in our guys.
We'll go Brian, middle.
If I did the math right, you're 25 of 42 inside the three-point line, over 60%. Was that the game plan coming into this, to try to work inside and work in the paint?
Yeah, just to take good shots. We're going to still take the open threes when they're there, and I thought we did that against LSU. We missed some early in that first half, and we're going to make them. I mean, I'm totally confident. We're a good shooting team. And Robert Wooder's shooting 50% from 3. I mean, what was he tonight? Because I know he made at least one. Yeah, he's over 50%. It's just, you know, us continue to grow. Again, you know, we're playing one senior. You know, we're a young team, and we're growing in terms of understanding good shot, bad shot. And the most important thing on offense is shot selection.
Go ahead back to the second row, and Tyler in the green.
Ben, Reggie goes for 23 and 10, and at times it felt kind of effortless, as if he got to 23 rather easily. Is this what you kind of envision, that he can be, even in conference play, a guy that goes out and gets 20 and 10, kind of whenever he wants?
Yeah, I mean, he's a double-double guy every night. And this was really good. I mean, our patience helps him. We're getting the ball to him. And, you know, he's obviously a great finisher. And, you know, he's a special player.
Anything else for Coach before we let him go? All right, we'll see you guys Friday with Just Coach.